You're listening to the world of business and taxes with Mike Lodge, keeping you informed. So let's get started.
And welcome to another podcast of the WBT. This is Michael Lodge. I'm glad that you joined me. I wanted to spend just a little bit of time this afternoon with you because there's this press that's coming out about Floyd Mayweather and his taxes and his tax liabilities for 2015, etc. You know, when you're talking about big bucks that like Floyd has made, there will always be tax issues. And Floyd has made more money than any other boxer, I think, that's out there. He's made more than anyone. And he's also has a very good business team around him that I've seen so far. And when you get into fighting these bouts, there are huge amounts of money. And the problem is that, especially when this pay-per-view, you've got this money flowing in at certain time periods because HBO or Showtime, they're all trying to get all the numbers wrapped up, and it may take a little bit of time for all that money to be reported on HBO and on the pay-per-view. So I don't see any big deal about this really because honestly, Floyd Mayweather has a good amount of assets, and those assets are liquid, and he could get to them. But why get to them if you've got a fight coming up and that can pay for all those taxes? So I would suggest that don't worry so much about all the press hype that gets put out there, because I have a very good feeling that Mayweather has this under control. And he's been in tax issues before, but he always got out of them. He never had any jail time for it or anything like that, so it's not a big deal. He gets the tax bills paid, and I think that's one of the things that we have to consider. Boxing is a very strange thing because you've got all these people running around you telling you, do this, do that. Hey, I have this friend that can do that. I have that. In other words, they are surrounded by know-it-alls that pretty much know nothing. But what Floyd Mayweather has done, he's surrounded himself with really good business sense people. And when a tax issue comes up, it is handled in the professional way that it should be handled. Now, when you are boxing these big dollar amounts, let me tell you, the IRS has a special unit that's sitting right there in Las Vegas. And if you are a foreign fighter, they are sitting there. In fact, I have even known for them to almost stop fights because a foreign fighter had not paid their taxes. So you have those issues coming up all the time. And they have a special unit there that just takes care of special events and special boxers and people like that. And there is a certain amount of time that they have to pay these taxes and to be in compliance with the U.S. tax law. So the sport itself is watched very closely because the IRS in the States, they know that there's this huge amount of money that's passing. And it's passing from all kinds of people. It's passing from sponsors and advertisers and underwriters and pay-per-views and television and television rights and everything else. It goes on and on. And then there's also all the people who are involved. When you have XYZ Boxer has his promotion company and with the main promoter, and there is money exchanging going back and forth, and it's not just little tiny pennies, it's millions and millions and millions of dollars. So you have to understand that Floyd Mayweather, yes, he does owe taxes. He's reporting his taxes late for maybe several different reasons because of the way that monies are being reported in from all of his pay-per-view bouts, but it happens, and it is in control. You can control the situation if you've got a good tax team. Now, I'm going to tell this to all of you, even if you're not famous or not. If by chance you are being watched by the IRS and you are being audited by the IRS, post nothing about your financial condition or your things that you're buying or anything on your social media or flashing it around. Don't do it, because the IRS gleans that information by a special tool that they have in their great computer power that they have, that goes out and gleans information from all social media to see exactly what you're saying and doing. So in this situation with Mayweather, I would tell him, don't make any public statements regarding this tax situation. Just remain silent and let your team take care of it. Because so many different times when people get involved in your personal business, things go badly. So stay in tune with what you're saying and say nothing about your tax issues. If you want to promote your fight, promote your fight. But remain silent on any of your tax issues. And that goes for you, the unfamous. It goes for me, the unfamous, is that you never talk about your tax issues in social media when you are under audit, or if you're being reviewed, or if you owe taxes to the IRS, or if there's a tax court petition that's out there. You remain silent. So on the Mayweather issue, I don't see any big deal. I think that he will take care of it, and I believe that he has a good tax team behind him, and everything will be resolved. This happens in boxing every single day, and it happens in football and baseball and soccer. Right now there's 3 huge individuals in the soccer world that are being tested also on their tax issues. So it happens because so much big money is flowing across to everybody's hands, and the IRS wants to make sure that it's being reported correctly and that each of those individuals are complying with IRS rules. So that's it for today. That's what I think of the Mayweather tax situation. I don't think it's a big deal. I think he's got it under control, and I think that if we take a lesson from all of this, is that the press loves to report things that they know nothing about, and they're going by rumors, and they're going by what people are sneaking into them and what people are hearing over in the corner. It's all bad, fake stuff that's being said out there. And Mayweather's right. I saw a post of his today, I believe, that said, hey, don't believe everything that you read. And that's exactly right. Don't believe everything that you read, because in boxing, it's a dirty business a lot of times when it comes to the press. Because everybody, if they think that they can just sneak over a little bit of information to the press, they feel that that's their power. And that's the problem when you are in high-profile situations, that people feel that they can have more power by talking about you. So don't listen to the press a lot of the times, because a lot of that stuff is wiki-whack stuff. So don't worry about it. Mayweather, just take care of your tax situation and have a good fight. This is Mike Lodge. If you want to listen to all of our podcasts, go to www.wbtpod.com, and you will find us all there. And if you also want to, we're on iHeartRadio and also iTunes, so listen to us there. Find us with the World of Business and Taxes, or just look for Michael Lodge and you'll find me. So I'll talk with you later. Go out there, have a good fight.
Thank you for listening. Join us again tomorrow.
Stay informed with the world of business and taxes with Mike Lodge.
Have a great day.